My thanks to Secretary Duffy. Pack your patience. Delays and cancellations are inevitable this holiday season. Joining me now is Gen Z money expert Taylor Price and the CyberGuy, Knutsson. Kurt, it's great to see you. Taylor as well. Look, you've got some really great survival tips for the holidays. Obviously, it's got to be about the apps right now, right? Having those apps on your phone ready to go.
That's how you bail yourself out, no matter where you're going, no matter what time of year, no matter whether it's weather or something else came up. Being ready with apps connected to the airline and third-party apps can really get you on the next flight that fast.
So one of the ones you like that I've been hearing a lot is Flighty.
Flighty's a good one. So I started using Flighty a while ago, mainly because it has a really good accuracy rate to it. It not only will tell you that your flight's on time, or if it's delayed, it'll say it's delayed because your plane is now over here and it's going to be 28 minutes late. It'll also tell you once you take off, oh, your taxi was supposed to be 8 minutes. It's going to be 13 minutes today. What does that mean? It means it may interfere with my next connecting flight. So getting that information and having choices that it presents to you to know about what alternatives may exist for you is what will really make your travel easier.
Taylor, you're Gen Z. You must have all kinds of tools ready to go to help you manage your travel. What do you tell your followers?
First, I absolutely love having the apps because when you're prepared, you can prioritize other flight options that you might have not known available to you. For example, if your flight gets delayed or canceled. I also talk about having a travel fund for my community. What that means is that you have a large upcoming expense some months from now, so you start planning for today in smaller payment segments.
But I love what you say, download your airline's app obsessively. Check your flight status. I thought I was the only one that does that, but I'm constantly on that app because I can see the inbound aircraft. I can see what the seat map looks like. I mean, but some airlines have great apps. We won't name names. Some don't have great apps.
Some are atrocious,
but this is what you have to have now to get on a plane. You've got to have that app.
And it has to be updated. And to what you just said, I literally, just before we started, I have a flight in about an hour and a half, and I am clicking the seat map to see, can I get a better seat? Because stuff is live. It's fluid when we're traveling. Better opportunities for a ride going where you want to go can happen at any second. I happen to be in a really bad last row seat at the moment. I am convinced that if I keep checking the app, I'm going to get a much better seat momentarily.
Yeah, I've done it sometimes when I'm actually on the plane.
Yeah.
Or when I'm walking down the jetway. I'm like, you know what? Let me just see. And you also say, I love this though, Taylor. You say budget for chaos. And I think that's a really good point because you don't know if you're going to get stuck. You're going to have a credit card that's going to have room. I mean, you can't depend on the airlines to financially take care of you.
Never. And this is where that emergency fund comes into play. Americans need to prioritize anything that comes into financial chaos. And what that means, again, is understanding what you need to do with your paycheck to take a little $50, $25, whatever you can, and recognize that there might be a $300 expense that comes up, especially when it comes to busy holiday travel season.
Right, and that's the other thing too, is as you know, with the holidays, there's going to be weather. I mean, all of these things are going to factor into what our lives are going to be like at the airport. What other apps and technology are you using right now? Because you've got all kinds of stuff at your fingertips.
Yeah, I mean, so what Taylor said, I mean, it's interesting. So I am not going to be the guy you'll see laying on the floor at the airport because I am always planning as if it's going to be interrupted. So, for example, I mentioned that I have a flight very shortly. I also have a backup flight to that flight already booked. So I've got it going on for a second flight. I'm not going to wait on the airline. I'm a little extreme. I travel a lot. I have to remember to cancel it or I'm going to lose that money, or if it's miles, I'll lose those miles. But what I do also, if you are at an airport and you're on a delay, one of the very first things I do is check my available points in any of my hotel programs and what airport might be really close or offers a free shuttle to the airport, because if it's a weather event, many times the airlines will not pay for your hotel. If it's, say, the airline's fault, sometimes you get lucky and they pay for it, but you also don't always get a choice. I prefer to be in the driver's seat. I prefer to have my own choice. So I'm ready to burn those points that I have on standby, emergency points, really, and have those ready to go.
And make sure you get your refund. But, Taylor, the other thing, you were nodding your head, but the other point here is that a lot of people don't understand their rights within the airlines. And that's something that comes down to education.
Absolutely, yeah. So when your flight is delayed for more than 3 hours, you are not just entitled to a voucher. You need to know your rights as a consumer and say, I'm entitled to my cash. So don't settle for the voucher if you can go ahead and get your full money's worth back via cash, especially if you need it.
Knutsson, Taylor Price, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really great tips. I appreciate it.